Now that is a really steep hill, but do sport bikes make you happy? And I will answer that. Now again, the question stays, do sport bikes make you happy? And I will get into that in this video. If you guys haven't watched the last video, I talked about whether a 250 dirt bike is good as a starting bike. And in that video, I left some of my personal thoughts and opinions. Now sport bikes, do they make you happy? And I have a little story for that. I was in college a couple hours ago, and and when I just got there, initially I saw somebody pushing their sport bike through the parking lot of college. So I went up to him and I talked to him for a second, and he said that, with a smiling face, he said that his fuel pump went out. And I was like, man, is there any way that I can help you? And he said, no, my mom's coming to pick me up in my truck, and this kid has a really nice truck. He has a brand new Ford F450 King Lariat Schoolie. That thing is sweet, black, tan interior. And you can't make this up. He has such a nice truck, right? And he's riding his GSXR 750. And he absolutely loved that bike. And especially on a nice day like today. The sun is out. It's actually warm, unlike the last couple days. And he's out riding this wonderful bike. And the thing is, sport bikes, they genuinely really aren't that expensive for most people, especially compared to the truck that he gets to drive. And even though he may have a problem right now with his sport bike and he can't ride it and he has to wait for his mother to come pick it up, he could care less. He was smiling the whole time as he was pushing his bike. And I'm not too sure if it's the fact that it is a sport bike or if it's a dirt bike. I think it's mainly the fact that we have hobbies as humans, and whenever we are out and doing them, it really doesn't matter what comes up, we still enjoy it. Here is another little story. I was out at the gym one day, and we walk out and there's a really nice GSX 6R. Me and my friend were both looking at it, and we see the owner walk up. He's a young kid with his helmet and everything, and he just comes up to us, and even though, yeah, we're strangers, we had a really good conversation with him. And these little hobbies that we all have, they just kind of connected together. And I don't know how his day was at the beginning or the end, if he was sad, if he was mad at somebody. But as soon as he went around to hopping back on the bike, it's not like he was faking the smile that was going on to his face, or he was faking the conversation with us. As soon as he walked up to us, and as soon as he hopped onto his bike, he revved it for us, and he went about his day, and he was smiling as long as he was riding that bike. No matter kind of like what was going on with him that day, he still had an enormous amount of fun hopping on his bike and going for a ride. Now it's great that these bikes, they don't hide our smiles, they actually give us genuine smiles, and in some ways it helps us a little bit forget about what's going on in life. And yes, it's temporary, but as of right now, it's kind of good, it's kind of fun. And it's good that we have these great hobbies that we can go ahead and enjoy. I want to take a second look at this thing. This thing is filthy, it is dirty, it is muddy. I really do need to clean it, and give it a wash. Quick little interruption in this video. There is a website called Unbound Forever. Right now they are going to be releasing a new drop on February the 15th. So please mark that in your calendars, as they will be releasing their spring drop. And there will be 4 main motorcycles that they will cover: R6, CBR 600, ZX 6R, and GSX 6R. So please go check out their website real quick. Let's get back to the video. I have a friend. He has a 2001 CBR 600 F4i, I believe, something along those lines. And that bike, it is torn apart. It is creaking in all the wrong places. Front brakes don't really work that well, and that is the first 600 that I ever rode. And even though I've been riding bikes for years now, I hopped onto that thing and I was comfortable. I was able to hop on it. I was able to whip it around, take it around some corners. I wasn't pushing it around the corners, but any chance I did have in a straight line, obviously knowing the roads since I've been driving there my whole life, I kind of knew where I could gun it. I kind of knew where I need to slow down preemptively and where the turns are going to be. And every single chance that I got, I would always gun it. And anytime you take it above 6, 7, or 8,000 RPMs, that's when the bike gets a whole lot of fun. It might have been earlier, it might have been 4.5, 5,000 RPMs where you kind of feel all the power come in, but the way that the power engages, and as soon as you leave first gear into second gear, and now you're also accelerating all the way through third gear, it's just an exhilarating experience. And that was my first time riding an actual 600, and the amount of fun that I had was just unparalleled. That looked like a cool little trail. Stuck in the mud, guys. Now please, in the comments, let me know whether or not you guys like a little bit more of a talking video, or if you guys want a little bit more of me riding some trails and kind of just being quiet, letting you guys enjoy the nature and the scene, maybe. Oh wow, this is straight up a new path. Though this little trail, I know people for a fact still 100% ride those trails. They're more for bicycles. They really are for bicycles. I tried taking my bike through that once and it didn't really work out. Let's just say I didn't fit all the trees that they made the paths go through. I had to take my time and take one handlebar in and then push my other through. It wasn't fun, it really wasn't. But big power line trails like these are always fun. And for the most part, they always stay clear. They might become overgrown a little bit over time, but then a big four-wheeler or some sort of work truck comes through and it clears them right out. And don't worry guys, I'm not done talking about sport bikes. I still have one more thing that I want to talk about. Now I still have my DRZ 400 and my 2-stroke KX100. Now the DRZ 400 is free legal, and if you guys would want, I can go ahead and start riding that and making content on the street. It's gonna be basically me just riding and talking to you guys as I am right now. If you guys want me to start riding on the street with my DRZ 400, let's get to 100 likes. And I know that this video will be getting a lot more views than I am getting currently, but I know that that is a very realistic goal. The thought I wanted to go ahead and mention was sport bikes are fun. Go buy yourself that sport bike.